I want to tell you something. What you work for should be yours. That's America. What you have, what you've earned, thank you all. What you have earned and put aside for you and got ahead for belongs to you, not somebody else. If you've noticed here lately that the state of California has asked for $58 billion to bail them out. I say the voters of California voted that in. Let them vote somehow to get it out without us paying their taxes here in Alabama to them. You know, when I make a mistake and I pull out something, or I make a mistake, you know who has to come along and clean it up? I have to. When I overextend myself in debt, I have to work extra hours. Let those people do the same. You know, we talk about the less fortunate, and we're going to bring down America so that everybody take from the rich and give to the poor. Let me tell you something. There's not a greater country that helps the poor people than this country right here that we're living in. This country has stood beside those that are sick, those that are less fortunate, and there's not a one here that couldn't have food on their table if it wasn't for the generosity of Americans. But to take from the rich, give to the poor, that sounds a little bit different from anything I've ever known. I'm not saying that the rich shouldn't pay their fair share of taxes, and they do. The top 10% that they talk about, that they need to tax the heaviest, are the ones that carries the biggest of it. Mr. Obama made the statement they wouldn't tax those that was over 200, except those that make over $250,000 a year. You need to read last Wednesday's headline, folks. That come down to $50,000 a year and down to $30,000 a year. If you make over it, you're going to pay taxes now to support the health bill that they're talking about. I want Americans to have health insurance as much as anybody. But let me tell you something. It's the responsibilities of moms and dads to provide for their children, provide for health. And I'm telling you this, there's not a person in America that with hard work, hard sweat, and God being on their side cannot prosper here and have whatever they want. One thing I want to tell you before leaving this podium is this. Support your veterans. Support those people. Be proud of your flag. When you see it flying, be proud of it. Salute it. Because I'm going to tell you something that stands for freedom. It stands for freedom. And I'll tell you, those red, white, and blues will never roam. We stand together under one flag, indivisible, under God. With God in our lives, we got the best Constitution could ever be. And you hear these people talking about wanting to rewrite the Constitution. We have the best one. I submit to you that it is the same. It follows the Bible as being the most holiest piece of paper that you can place in your hands. Thank you. Our Constitution, 233 years ago today, the filing of independence. 10 years and 11 months before that Constitution was finished. Those men fought day in and day out. They struggled. All different types of opinion. And let me tell you something. He'd come up with a piece of paper and some of the greatest words ever spoken. And think about the preamble of the Constitution. Sit down and read it. If you don't have a copy of the Constitution, go home and get you one. Read it. You need to know what the Constitution means. That's why these founding fathers made it so hard to amend and do these things, because there's different ways. tell you something else that's fixing to come ahead of you, and I'm going to close. I don't know if you know too much about the Electoral College. The Electoral College are the same representative number as there are of senators and congressmen in the United States. Let me tell you why we have Electoral College. It's because if we went on a popular vote like they would want to have, then New York City, Chicago, and San Francisco would pick your next president, and you think about what they have helped pick this time. I hate to say this, he went into the Joint Chiefs of Staffs here not too long ago. Instead of being the commander-in-chief, he wanted to be the general of the services, the supreme ruler of the army. He wanted to be able to put on a uniform. Never served a day in his life in service to this country. Never marched in a line. But yet he wants to put on a uniform with all the decorations. You know what the Joint Chiefs Staffs told him? Take a hike. Let me tell you something else we need to do. These people that wants to do away with America, do away with the standards, do away with the life that we have, we need to tell them to take a hike, that we're following God in America. God bless you all.
And now Mr. Wood's going to be singing peace songs for us. Thank you.
Hope the sun didn't knock this thing out of tune. Happy birthday, America! This is the newest one I wrote. Well, they came from far away. They braved the ocean sea, set foot at Plymouth Rock, seeking liberty. Their blood and sweat and toil built the city on a hill. Their light has shone for generations, the light is shining still. An American dream, inward yearning, a bright and shining dawn whose flame is still burning. It's more than just a place, it's a vision and a dream, a beacon of hope for those who would be free. From every corner of this earth, folks came to seek this land, to satisfy the hunger in the heart of every man. An empire of hope, an opportunity, America, the beautiful land of liberty. It's an American dream, an inward yearning, a bright and shining dawn whose flame is still burning. It's more than just a place, it's a vision and a dream, a beacon of hope for those who would be free. From eastern metropolis to open western skies, the human soul is liberated where old glory flies. From Marne to Omaha, Iwo Jima's flag unfurled, America's light is shining bright, a beacon to the world. It's an American dream, an inward yearning, a bright and shining dawn whose flame is still burning. It's more than just a place, it's a vision and a dream, a beacon of hope for those who would be free. In times of toil and trouble, when night seems dark and long, Americans have triumphed and righted what was wrong. There were many times when old glory seems down, but she always rises up again to fight another round. It's an American dream, an inward yearning, a bright and shining dawn whose flame is still burning. It's more than just a place, it's a vision and a dream, a beacon of hope for those who would be free. It's an American dream, an inward yearning.